Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, it's about time to get the show started. A Day in the Life, the Gratitude Edition. All right, folks. We are working in the back rooms today, trying to get things rolling. Here's our introduction. This is me. Cheers. As you can see, we are in the back where there are still bare studs. This is my office. The camera here is situated right about where the mop sink is going to be when I get that blocked in. But let's turn on the right camera here. Boom. All right, so this is where we're going to be working, right behind the bar. There we go. Camera check, mic check, everything's working. Big thanks to all of our new subscribers over the last several weeks. It's great to see you guys here. We've gone from 20 something to 25, actually just under 2460, I think is where we started the month, to now 2580. And I think we're closer to 2590 than we are to 2580. So big shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Thanks for supporting the channel. As I said, this is our gratitude edition of the build out. So I'm going to be giving everybody shout outs and everybody thanks. If you want a specific shout out to somebody other than yourself, drop a super chat and let me know who it is, and I will give them a very special thanks within community standards. I can give thanks. I can find reasons to be thankful for anyone, even that rat bastard traitor from the previous administration. I could probably even come up, but that's got to be. I'm not doing that for $1. That's a big one. If you want me to work hard enough to come up with a thanks for that, gentlemen, and I use that term mockingly, it's got to be a big super chat. But anyway, it has been a whirlwind year for me. Not gonna lie, this has been a year full of challenges, a year full of rewards. I'm moving around the plasterboard right now so I can get to my next piece. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the door in first and then put the wall in. So I've got a big piece for the wall waiting to go in its place, and then another piece for the wall waiting to go in its place. But before I do that, I want to do the door, because that door has to go in before the wall goes in. And there's a reason for that. So I'm actually just off camera, about 25 feet to y'all's left, moving around plywood or plasterboard. And I'm going to bring this one piece over to where it will be staged, pending its installation. I'm right here. Haha, cheers. Ha, it's me, Mario. I do not know what I did with my tape measure. However, oh, there it is. We almost got to play Where's My Tape Measure? But we did not have to play that particular game today. I've got my tape measure, my screws, my blade, my measuring edge, whatever you want to call that. So we're putting in this door. I've got a piece of wood here. Oh, that's the piece for the door over here for the bathroom. Is it? I've got a piece of plasterboard right here that appears to be the right size for this door, but I don't think it is. But if it is, that would be cool, because then I could just use it as my template for this door. It's just a little bit tall and a little bit wide. So I'm just gonna have to measure it with my tape measure. Oh well, no worries. I'll be able to put this piece to use in other places for sure. Put it back where I got it from. All right. So this is the first opening that I need to cut. And Top Shelf Dustin is here. He's here for the buy zero, get zero, buy zero, get two free. Cheers, Dustin. It is good to see you, my good man. So these boards are 48 inches, which means, Jesus, the first board is, maybe I cut it from this side. Go from this side? That would be 48 inches right there in the middle. Well, none of these studs are where they belong. I managed to put studs in just completely random places. Okay, so this is 48 inches is right here in between this stud. Oh, that's because I put this wall in after the fact. I didn't measure where that wall was. Yeah, that was dumb. Okay, so I've got a studless end over here. So 48 inches, this thing's gonna just be floating in the middle, but that's fine. This wall is just a freaking mess. Okay, so I've got to cut in on my board. First things first, I've got to set this, I got to get this height, and I'm pretty sure I've got to drop it by 5.5 inches. Whoops. So let me get my panel here in the staging spot. It also does not help that my distillery is a complete and total mess, because I started bottling some straight whiskey or special reserve. Come on. It occurs to me that I should have been cutting the front side and not the back side. Because I get a cleaner cut on the front side than I will on the back side when I make my cuts. Doing it wrong this whole time. I'll try it with this one to see if it works. Okay. So first things first, we come up here. Also, if my video cracks on me, I'm probably just gonna end the damn stream. I'm not gonna sit here and fight it all day long like I have been doing. But according to AdSense, I should be getting my first distribution check. First $100 should be coming to me real soon. This is 109.5. I need something to write on. Something to write on. So I could just use the back of one of these boards right here. So we got 109.5 plus 3.5. Or is it 3.25? 3.25. So we got 109 plus 375. It's 5, 25, 12, 13, carry the 1, 113.25. 113.25 is 9 feet, 2 inches, because that's minus 108. It is 5. Oh, not minus 108, 120 minus 113.25. I don't know why I'm going decimal with this. So we got 75, got 6 3/4 inches from the top to the bottom of that. And I can prove that. Because that feels like a lot. Ouch. Ugh. But yeah, it's about right. But I don't think my math is right because I'm getting a different number with the actual measurement here. Ah, damn it to hell. Nothing comes easy. I don't think my math is right. So let's take another look real quick. Me and Dustin have a bet going. Buy 0, get 2. I might do a giveaway for the YouTubers. I might do a YouTube giveaway before the end of the year. I've only got a month to work it out, though. Like if we hit 3,000, I am ready to do a sip along though. One of those members only sip alongs. I'm ready for that. All right. I'm just gonna do this right. 9 foot 1.5. 9 foot 1 1/2 plus 3 1/4 is 9 foot 4 3/4 inches. 4 3/4 inches. I did do that math wrong. So 10 feet minus 9 feet 4 3/4 inches. That's 9 feet 12 inches. 4 from 12 would be 8. That's 7 1/4 inch. I'm glad I double checked that math. 7 1/4 inches from the top of this. That's how far I need to go. So my 7 1/4 on this bad boy. Still a whole nother inch though. I'm gonna set it at 7 even. Well, I guess I could just check on this side and see. As I am going to have to cut an opening, a 36-inch opening. 36? 37.5-inch opening out of my 48-inch board here. 109. Shit, this is almost a 1/2 inch taller. Huh. So I guess 7 1/4 is a good number to start with. We'll leave it at 7 1/4. Maybe a little tight on this side, but it'll be nice and Nice, and a nice fit on the other side. So anyway, our gratitude edition. This year has been a crazy one. I've driven thousands of miles across the state promoting the brand. Done hundreds of hours of YouTube videos promoting the brand. And I don't know how much it's promoting the brand as it's just, entertaining people. Entertainment sponsored by the brand, you know? But if it gets the brand out there, if it gets the name out there, then it's kind of working. I know there's more than a few people who have come to the distillery after seeing the YouTube channel. That's a nice clean cut. Way better than what I'd been doing on the cutting through on the other side. Of course, this side's nice and clean too, so I don't know if it matters. A clean blade will cut right through it, I guess. That's all that really matters. Okay, so that's going to be the top. Now I got to cut the doorway out here. And that's not going to be so hard because I've got, there it is, I've got style and pizzazz. So that is 5 1/4 inches. That is just under 5 1/4 inches. And that is about 5 3/4 inches. 5 1/4. God dang, this is not even, I think it's this wall that's not plumb. But that's not moving. So I don't know what it is that didn't plumb, but I know it's straight enough. So if I start at 5 1/4, if I call it 5 1/4 from here down, that's going to be too big of a gap. All right, so at the base, how tall we're going. It would be really nice if I make things that were rectangles. So we're going 82 inches up from the base. "82 inches up from the base." We'll start right there at 82 inches. So I know going across is going to be fine. Should I just do that? Like, should I just put a board at the top and then cut 2 smaller pieces on either side? If I do that, this one's going to be only supported right here. But I guess I could put another stud in. I'm not going to be able to get a whole stud in there, though. I guess I could put a couple of cross pieces here to give it something to attach to. So it'd be attached to the bottom, and it'd be attached to a couple of spots here. I got a couple of short pieces floating around here somewhere, don't I? That means I'm going to have to run my hacksaw. No, I'm gonna just try and cut this as one piece. Try to put the board in there. It's not gonna work though. I have a feeling it's not gonna function the way I want it to. I guess I could bring that table in here and just cut it in situ. All right. So 82 at the top. Start 5 here. 5 inches at the bottom. And then at the top, where the 82 mark is, and keep in mind, folks, I do not do plaster for a living. I don't do framing. I don't do doors. I don't do build outs for a living. This isn't my calling. This isn't my primary skill set by any stretch of the imagination. I am faking it. I am making it up as best I can. So here we got 6 inches. So this is where it's going to go to, right there roughly. So if I draw the tape from that spot to roughly that spot, and just draw a line between the two of them, then I should roughly have my doorway cinched in right here. Roughly. Roughly. On this side at least. Then a line at the top. And then this is, the doorway is 37, what did I say, 37 and a half inches? 37 and 3/4, 37 and a half. Jesus Christ. I could put a shim on this side, I suppose, and nooge it out a little bit at the bottom. It's the bottom that kind of bows out a little bit. Well, no, that's 37 and a half. So the middle kind of bows out. That's 37 and a half, 37 and a half. The middle kind of bows by 1/4 of an inch. So if we put a 37 and a half inch line across from here to here. So we got 6 plus 37 is 44, right? 6 plus 37 is 43. That means it should be inches from the edge. If my math is mathing. Yep. So if we run a 5-inch line up here, it's going to be a little bit off at the doorway, but it'll be okay. It'll make it much easier to cut. Right? This 5 inches would be 43. That'd be right about there. The 37. That is 6 inches. 6 plus 47. 6 plus 37 is 43 exactly. But it's not 37, it's 37 and a half, so it'd be 44 and a half inches from this end. It's not enough meat. I feel like it's going to break when I lift it up. You know what I mean? I feel like it's going to snap as soon as I lift it up. So maybe I shouldn't lift it up. Maybe I should just hold it in place and cut this little drawing out. Maybe that's what I should do. Hold it up and cut the drawing out, then let the door fall down where it may. Kind of prop it up here in the doorway, then cut it out, and then screw it into place so it's not like moving around or anything. That's an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's definitely an idea. What do y'all think, fam? How should we do this? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and set this up, cut it, turn it, cut it, and then just pop it out. We're going to go this way. Ah, you stupid door. Nothing about you I like. Fuck. Fuck, 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 that hurt. Ah. There we go. Let's turn this way. All right. Let's put this where it belongs, there. Okay. Now. So this is going to go right here in the corner. It's going to go right there. It's going to cut the lines down here. Nice and easy. Then I'm going to have to come back with the saw and cut it the rest of the way. Oops. Man, I'm cutting this like a drunk motherfucker. Not even close to straight. All right. Now across. But yeah, this has been a year. We've gotten a lot of progress done this year. We've made a lot of progress this year with the distillery in general, with the channel specifically, with our marketing reach in general. It's a lot of stuff that we've done. We've made a lot of progress and grown our reach into places that we hadn't been before. I think we're more efficient with our strategies that we employ, which is good. And ultimately, I think it's going to pay off in the long run. We just got to do a little bit of work to get some results in the short term. So that we can make it to the long run, you know what I mean? All right. That first scoring was basically to give me a line to run. And now I can use my big saw to cut it right down the rest of the way. And if it goes the way it should, this will just pop right out from the top. Well, I don't know if it's the way it should. It's the way I hope it does. Let's put it that way. This stuff is really easy to cut. I don't know if y'all have ever done this before, but it's pretty easy to cut. Oh, good. This is already busted through. Good, good, good. I'll go to this side. Do the same thing. I had a feeling most people out there looking for the Old Humble Distilling Company want to see a little bit more whiskey content from us. And I expect in 2024, I will be doing just that. I expect we'll do our first live distillation run during 2024. All right, we're through. We're through. I see you. I see you. I see you. Come on. At least that's what I hope. I hope we'll get our first live distillation run. Because, you know, it's not really exciting to do live distilling. I mean, unless you're just into watching water boil. Because that's really all we're doing when I do a live distillation run. It's an 8-hour run. Of watching water slowly come to a boil and never quite get there, because we don't want the water to actually boil when we're distilling. We want the water to stay behind when we're doing distillations, because that's not what we're trying to capture. You know what I mean? What we're trying to capture is the alcohol and not the water. What if I actually did my full size knife here? Got it in here. That blade's not small enough to actually do. All right. I know there's an easier way to do this. And that is probably have a helper. Now, I don't have one of those, because we are a very small shop and I can't afford people. But this is just not working. But I don't want this to break. So what is the middle ground between not having this break? I guess just patience. Patience it is. Oh, bent the whole damn blade. The reciprocating saw would be helpful too, I suppose. How is it that my hand is tired? Well, I can freaking use this thing all day long if I need to. Know what I mean? Guys know what I mean. Move you over. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm just in a weird position. We had a vanilla banana cream pie, banana and chocolate chip cream pie yesterday afternoon, as part of our feast and festivities. And my nephew and all three of my boys, two of my boys are old enough to know what cream pies are. My other one is 13. He probably knows. 12 or 13. He probably knows, but he's not really old enough to know. So, for a good portion of the night or the evening, I would just kind of go into the kids' room, the kids' table area, and make an offhanded cream pie joke. Grin, and go back into the other room. There we go. That's cracked out. Got it yet? Come on. There. All right, we're free. The door is free. And if I am very careful and put it in its place where it belongs, very carefully, and cut the paper, it's wide on one side. Is it wide? Or are we just right? I know I'm going to have to trim this out a little bit. Since we are off by a quarter of an inch or so. Pretty wide up here. Get in there. Okay, you're not cooperating much. Let's trim it just a little. I hate doorways. If I could have avoided the doorway entirely, I would have. But the fire marshal wanted a doorway here. Fine. Fire marshal, you got a damn doorway. Are you happy? I'm sure he is. Actually, he probably doesn't even know who the fuck I am. Let's be honest. All right, so that's in. I gotta just trim this shit back. ooh, no. You stay. This is the part of the show where I bleed by cutting myself wide open. By doing something dumb. I was thinking with my dick. My shit's dumb. Yeah, I was thinking with my dick. All right, it's coming together. Okay, yep. There we go. Getting it. Sliding it in space. Getting in its place. Where's the last spot? Here. All right. That's good. That, yeah. Good. All right, there we go. That gets it in its spot. My shit's dumb. That gets it right in its spot. I gotta clean that mess out there. Now, my ground is covered in plasterboard. So I gotta get my broom, which is somewhere. There it is. Clean out that corner where I made an ungodly mess. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Satellite radio. That's that. And now this side's fine. It was this side that was the tight one. That side just fits where I want it to, how I want it to. You stay. Yep. Well, yeah. There we go, boys. There we go, boys. Get you in there. Yeah. And now the reason why this needed to go in first was because this stud is where I have this stud out a little bit. So the only place this is going to be able to anchor is over here on the side. I'm going to move this over here, and I'll be able to anchor this in here, here, and here. Okay. Jesus freaking Christ. That took an hour and change. Way longer than it should have. Way longer than it should have. But as I say at the top of the episode, everything I do is hard. Nothing I do comes easy. And, oh, hey, we got Dustin. Members only just wrote in. You can't even model their, oh. Distillation in his garage, huh? Huh. That is not, yeah, I'm not going to be doing any distillation in my garage. Now, I do want to know why. I got my monitoring over here on my phone, but my phone just crashed. What the fuck is going on with my phone? Come on. Maybe if I didn't have Wi-Fi on. Ah, there we go. Okay, now I can see chat again. All right. She doesn't think half my work is. I didn't. Half my work is hard. No, everything I do is hard. Like nothing's easy. Like that's the brand. You know. That's how I do things. I mean, even when I'm doing stuff that I know what I'm doing. You know, the whiskey side of the business, if you will. Like that shit doesn't come easy. It's a one-man operation, and it's all hard work. Where the hell is my drill? Son of a bitch. Where's my drill? My screwdriver. There it is, way back there. I was using it for when I was cleaning out my filter. But that's the nature of a one-man operation. Nothing is easy. Everything is hard. I mean, Jesus, if it was easy, everybody would do it. You know? I mean, it's easier when you're well-funded. Many of my brethren in the Texas distilling community could attest to that. That when you're well-funded, things come easy. But when you're broke as fuck and you don't have the benefit of being well-funded, things do not come quite so easy. I should probably screw this in up here immediately so that doesn't happen again. Probably here. There we go. There. But I'm going the route of becoming well-funded through good cash flow and selling product. If I can't sell product, then I do not get good funding. That's probably a good rule to have. In general, you know, because good companies are built on revenues, right? That's what Jeff Bezos would tell you. Not profits, revenues. Because I don't know, has Amazon ever turned a profit? And that is a great company. I love Amazon. If Amazon ever wants to buy a whiskey distillery, I know one that likes money. If they want to spend it to buy me, I can absolutely take their phone call. I've always said that I'm running the kind of business plan where you hand the company off to your kids and grandkids. Building a brand that'll last for generations. That is the plan. Build a brand that lasts for generations. Go the iconic route. Do all the stuff. Be immortal, that sort of thing. But that said, put a lot of money in a dump truck. And if they back a dump truck up, that is full of money, I would be stupid to say no. No, I want to hand this off to my kids. No, you know, they'd be like, are you fucking insane? Dad, that's a dump truck full of money. Yeah. They'd be like, we can open up 1,000 distilleries with that. Have you lost your fucking mind, Dad? And I'll be like, oh, you know, I didn't lose my mind. I just thought principles over. They'd be all like, fuck your principles. No, but seriously, I would like to hand it off to my kids. If any of them were interested in running the company. As it is, I only think one of them has the personality to be able to do it. They're not a dig at the kids. You know, that's just looking at them as they're growing up. Only one of them's outgoing enough to do something like this. One of them's analytical enough. But, you know, I guess you can learn the damn skills over time. Over time. Oh, but anyway, me and Dustin have ourselves a bet. Where's my phone at? Only problem with this game, with the cash flow model, is to grow and expand long term. You need to upgrade stills. Oh yeah, definitely need to upgrade stills. Over time, I mean, the stills got to get bigger. We're talking about 225 gallon stills. I got to make the stills bigger. The stills need to. The stills need to be like, the stills don't exist by themselves. First step before I expand my stills is I got to get my fermenters to be bigger. I get bigger fermenters. I got to get one more screw up in there. I get bigger fermenters, then I can get bigger stills. But in order to do that, I almost need to run two side-by-side operations where I have the 5 gallon and the 50, because, you know, the 5 gallon barrels and the 50 gallon barrels concurrently. Because right now, what I can do, I think I need to put in 2 more studs over here. No, I don't think I do. I think I can put in the 1 stud. I don't need any stud. Just put in the 1 board. Because that board is going to be anchored at 2 spots. But I expand my fermenters, or get more fermenters, because right now 250 gallon, 300 gallon fermenters will have me operating twice a week, every week. Yeah, that's perfect. 250 gallon or 300 gallon fermenters will have me operating twice a week. So I add in 2 more 300 gallon fermenters. That means I can operate 4 times a week. But then operating 4 times a week, now that's leaving absolutely 0 time for anything else. So then at that point, I need to get 1 more still. That's a 500 or 600 gallon still. So then instead of 2 300 gallon fermenters, I get 1 500 gallon fermenter, or 750 gallon fermenter. Get the 1 750 and the 2 250s, or 2 300 gallon fermenters. 300-gallon fermenters operate the small stills. The big fermenter operates the big still, and then slowly transition away from the small stills to the big stills over the course of. Okay, this is perfect. This isn't the board I'm going to use. I was just looking at the size. That looks like it's about. Well, I'm not going to eyeball that measurement. Get my door out of here. So that's going to be. That's kind of the plan, the expansion plan. I transitioned my 300-gallon stills. Or my 250-gallon stills to one 500 or so gallon still. We go with a 500-gallon still and a single 600-gallon fermenting unit. And then the single 600-gallon fermentation unit will handle the big still, while the two littler ones continue to handle the two littler pots. Well, come on. There we go. And I'm not so much worried about the change of character in the whiskey, because when we get into the bigger still, or the bigger pot, to go with the bigger still, we're going to be talking about almost entirely different version of the whiskey. Oh, there we go. Almost entirely different version of the whiskey from start to finish, because we're going to be talking about the larger barrels, longer time, just almost entirely changing the process. Because what we have right now fits our operation for what we're trying to do. And what we're doing is craft distilled, small batch, 5-gallon 5-gallon barrels of whiskey, and that's what we're doing. And what we have fits that operation, because what we have is, enough that comes off the still to fill 5 gallons, or 5-gallon barrels. It's a 109 and a half. It's the same size we had on the last one, isn't it? 109 and a half. So we need 7 1/4 on the measurer here. So the operation is sized to match all of that stuff. 6, 7 1/4. And if I increase the size of my fermenters, then I have to increase the throughput to my pots. And if I increase the throughput to my pots, I have to increase the amount that we put in the barrels. And we increase the amount that we put in the barrels, I need to increase the space that we have to store the barrels, or the size of the barrels themselves. If we increase the size of the barrels themselves, then I have to increase the time that it's aging. No more of this 5 to 6 or 6 to 9 months aging paradigm. It immediately goes to a 18 to 24 month aging paradigm. If we start at the 10-gallon barrels and move our way up, which isn't a problem. I don't have any problem with that necessarily, but we need the cash flow. We need money in the bank to be able to do that. And if we're going to start moving towards longer aged whiskeys, I need to be able to pay rent without the sales, aka cash flow and revenue. I mean, net income, ultimately follows, according to Uncle Jeff. Okay, so now I got to cut that off at the right width and open up a hole for we're looking at 27 3/4. 27 3/4. Couldn't be 28. That would be way too convenient. 27 3/4. And I got my long line marker over there, 27 3/4. There's that. So there's a lot. I've thought about all this a lot as we've been building and working. You know, some of the throughput is, oh, that's 26 and 27. Some of the throughput is going to be through the tasting room. Some of the throughput is going to be through just getting more stores, getting more retail shelves, and being able to do it that way. You've never seen a 10-gallon barrel? They got them. They got 10-gallon barrels. They got barrels of just about any damn size you want, man. 5, 10. I think I've seen 15 and 25. I mean, they're not popular, you know. For obvious reasons. Most of your macro guys make the jump. And in fact, I'm probably not going to switch. I'm not going to do 10-gallon barrels. I'll probably jump up to 25. That'll probably be the next step up that we do is 25-gallon barrels, not 10 or 15. I do not have enough space in this shop to be doing what I'm doing right now. Farts. I got Hall & Oates songs stuck in my head. Apparently they're having some kind of beef. But anyway, we'll probably make the jump from 5 to 25. And the first few are going to be speculatory. You know, making the jump because it's time to make the jump, not so much because we're ready, but because it's the next logical step. And our Boomtown bourbon will get a new label for it. It'll see, well, that's a sloppy fucking mess. It's fine. All right. I also have to take that wall plate off. And what did I do with, where is my screwdriver? Is it in here? Nope. Is it in here? Nope. We are also open at 4 o'clock today. So, you know, I'm doing all this, but also We're going to be open today at 4 o'clock. What time is it even? 3 o'clock. So I was hoping I'd get a couple more panels up. Son of a bitch. Is it over here? Yes. All right. What do you have to say there? Did you say something? The tasting room, start making special shit. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's shockingly okay, hang on. 5 is coming. I think I've seen 25. Yeah. Recently got some Finnish whiskey. Finnish. That's 2 N's in Finnish. They're for sure using a mixed barrel such as 5 gallons. Chocolate craft American rye. Not doing a lot for me. Get that. One of them it's kind of smoked barrel and it worked nice. Okay. So you have tasting room. Don't have single barrels for just the distillery. Some experiment like that, you're doing it wrong. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely on tap for the tasting room. There's going to be some tasting room only stuff, like our coffee liqueur, like our brandy, like our a bunch of no label stuff. We might have the bottles available at the distillery for sale, but it's going to start off as you want to try something? Try some secret stash stuff, distiller's reserve type of stuff. I'm absolutely going to do stuff like that, special formulations, things like that, where you can only get it here. Because I, as much as I'd like to, I simply cannot rely on retailers to support us the way we kind of need retailers to support us. They don't give a shit about who I am or what I do. They just don't. They just don't. And there's no reason for them to give a crap about who we are or what we do. They've got their own businesses to run. I've got my business to run. All they want to do is make money. And in some cases, all they want to do is make money in the literal cheapest possible way they can to make money. And for some of them, that simply means focus their energy on their private partnerships with big money. It's the wrong one. God damn it. Fucking idiot. Stupid boy. That is a 20-inch piece right there. Ugh. Ugh. All right. There we go. But yeah, there's absolutely going to be some distillers exclusive candy that you can only get in the shop, only for a limited time, only for, and we did that with the blackout bourbon. It was only available here at the shop. It was only available for a limited time. And at the end of this year, anything left over is going to go back into a regular barrel and get. All right, that is. It doesn't fit. It's too tall. Yep. Too tall by looks like a quarter of an inch. All right, that's easy to knock off a quarter of an inch. But yeah, distillery exclusive, stuff like that. We will absolutely have those programs on tap when the tasting room gets. In fact, I have a couple of barrels right now that have some secret sauce in them that will be distillery exclusive barrels coming up around, I want to say June-ish, if everything goes as planned. If everything goes as planned. All right, let's try again. Oh. That did it. That did it. That did it. Okay. Now, also, added bonus. I know where the plate for the light switch is. That's a happy accident. Single barrel, something to sample out. A barrel I think is cool. Oh yeah. Well, like I said, I've got some plans for some stuff. Super secret stuff. It is in the process. All in the process. We got it coming. I got some plans for this tasting room. And it's not just entertainment. It's it's not just an entertainment program. It's the actual whiskey itself. Ultimately, when you take away all the other stuff that we do, I mean, that's what we are. We're a distillery first, entertainment venue second. And if I don't have the whiskey, it doesn't matter how much titties I got. We got to have the whiskey. I don't know if this is the right. That's the bottom. It's going to be too high. It's going to be right there, I bet. Look at me. I'm like guessing when I have a tape measure. 54 inches, 54 and a half. And this is 2.5 wide. Yeah, perfect. It's 2.5 wide. Yep. Two and a half, 1 3/4, 1 3/4. Okay, what's the top and bottom? I think that's a 3.5, 4-inch block, 4-inch block. Inch and a half from the top. 4-inch block, inch and a half from the top. There we go. But yeah, whiskeys, coffee liqueurs, brandy, that 25-gallon barrel bourbon, that we're going to play with. Maybe even a full 50-gallon barrel that we start playing with. I mean, we got plans. I got menus. I mean, the 4 whiskeys that we have are pretty much the menu that I want to have for retail. But the stuff that we have in the distillery itself, the stuff that we'll have available in the distillery itself is going to be completely different. Well, not completely different. You'll still be able to get the stuff at the retail outlets here, but you'll be able to get stuff here that you'll never see on a store shelf. That's almost well done there. I think that's, if you didn't know any better, you'd think that I planned to have it right there. You'd think, as opposed to just getting lucky like some kind of a dumbass. All right, let's see here. That gap is a little bit big up there. Oh well, that's what she said. Did that go into the stud? Yeah, okay. That did not go into the stud at all. That did not go in either. Where the hell are you? One more try. There we go. Oops. Need the light. But the tasting room is going to be an important addition to our operation. And I've questioned the importance of having a tasting room because I focus a lot of my energy on outside sales. And I didn't want to compete against the stores for sales in the distillery. But there's a lot you can do in the distillery if you can get the traffic coming into the distillery. And that's always been the challenge, is figuring out how to get people to show up. Having, consistent marketing and information, letting people know you're even open and the times that you're open. Just like with any retail store. And the challenges that any retail store faces. And I always figured it was easier to just go to stores that were well known. Use their retail establishment, their retail presence that everybody already knows about. And then I don't have to go reinvent the wheel. That did not sound right. That did something weird. Try this one. There we go. All right. Try another couple screws here. Somebody just pulled up to my back door here. I think I may be ending the stream in just a second. Hello? Hey there. Hey, Sheila Ann. Give me just a second. It is Tim and Sheila Ann, everybody. Say hi to the camera. My twos and twos of people watching. There we go. Didn't it look pretty? I'm trying to find one more stud. There it is. Yeah. Dad jokes. All right. All right. Maybe first 54. Ha ha ha. 54. I'll be right back. I gotta go talk to Tim and Sheila Ann. Let's see. We'll be right back, everybody. I'm gonna mute my audio. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting. Sorry about that. We had a bit of a meeting that I was talking to Tim, Martin, and Sheila Ann. Sheila Ann, who was featured in one of our Friday nights live here at the distillery a few months back last year. That video is not currently available, but let's get back to our work that is already in progress. The camera's still working. I see Tater Dom, Trumpet Master, have both joined the chat. Cheers, gents. Good to see you both. I assume, without a whole lot of information to the contrary, to base this opinion on, but Trumpet Master, I assume your Thanksgiving spread was lit AF, as the kids say. Okay, so I've got one full 48-inch panel here and one small 2-foot panel here for this particular doorway. I'm going to clean out my space here. So after we get all this stuff done, I've still got to do the floor, do the walls, do the paint, do the floor. So Tim and Sheila Ann, they performed here. Tim is a music producer and performer in his own right. Sheila Ann is a performer. She's one of the new country. She won an award in Nashville this last couple of months. Best new voice or something like that. Some kind of music award thing. They're good folks, good people. I like Tim and Sheila Ann. Just as human beings, you know, I like them in general. But anyway, they were talking to me about a charity thing coming up, and I am infinitely intrigued about this charity opportunity that is coming up. It looks like I don't need to knock that in because it should fit right on the outside, so that's good. Okay, so it should just be a full-size 48-inch board that I need to trim down from the top. And once I get that board in, I'll be able to re-caulk, or not re-caulk, re-seal. I guess it is caulk. It's liquid nails. So re-glue. I'll be able to re-glue the short wall there on the bar, the back wall of the bar. That broke. I broke the board. It's not good. Okay. It'll be the same height as this board here. Last time Sheila Ann and Tim were here, I did not have a functioning bathroom. This time, with them here, I do have a functioning bathroom. Okay, so this is the right height for the board. That is the right height. So I'm going to translate this height for this board to this board. All right, I am just slightly off camera, but trust me, I'm working. Sorry, I think I'm trimming off 5.5 inches. And yes, boys, that's noticeable. No matter what she tells you. So I'll trim this down, and then it should fit right in where it needs to go. And I'm trimming it a little bit short. And by a little bit short, I mean like 1/8 of an inch, if that. Both of them were very excited about the space, as am I. Very excited about the space. There's a lot of opportunity to be had with having a tasting room. There's a lot of versatility that it allows me. There's a lot of just opportunities in general having a tasting room space that I can take advantage of that I don't have when I don't have a tasting room space. Like doing receptions, doing meetings, and I don't mean like wedding receptions. I mean like just basic like after party, pre-party, party type stuff. You know, receptions. In the traditional sense of the word. Okay. 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 We good. We good. I'm going to move this ever so slightly to right there to give you all a little bit better angle so you can see what it is exactly or vaguely that I am in fact doing. Burp. I got schmutz here in the corner that I need to clean out. This board may be ever so slightly too tall, but I can make it work, he said ominously. All right, so we are secure here in the bottom. I'm going to secure it up there at the top. Mmm. Mmm. Come on, you little fucker. I'm at a weird angle to do this. Whoa. I don't think I'm going to have enough space. I'm not going to have enough board for the short panel to bite into over here. So we're just going to have to go and let it float. Let it float over here on the side and tape it. I'll secure it on top and on bottom and on the left here, but I won't be able to secure it on the right. It is what it is. If I wanted it done right, I should have paid somebody to do it right. No me gusta. How much you pay for the new guy? Too much. I just missed the whole fucking stud there. There we go. All right, that'll do. That's not going anywhere. I just want to put up that panel and this panel, and then I will be satisfactorily done, I think. There are 2 more screws to put in on this one. One in the middle, one on the bottom here, and one in the middle. All right, that one's good. I got 1 more screw, rather, down here at the bottom. And I didn't put anything in the middle to secure this one in because I'm not worried about the middle. That's good. That's good. All right, where's my phone? Let's see who's chatting. Oh, hey, there's people. We good? Yes, Dustin, a 54-gallon barrel. It's a 50-gallon barrel. I mean, we don't need to be too picky about it. 50-gallon, 54-gallon. What's 4 gallons among friends? All right. Tim kept asking me if I'd lost weight. I'm like, no, dude, I'm as fat as I've ever been. Maybe fatter. Yep, that's it right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. 2 on top, 2 on bottom, and 3 on the side. One. Two on top. Three on the side. I should have four on the side. I miscounted. And then two on bottom. One. Last one. That one went through. One more to fix this side here, because this is not good. Good. All right, that does it. I got to put this little strip in here, but that's not really anything except finishing work. I could really plaster that in if I wanted to, but I don't. I will have a piece that I cut, probably off of that 20-inch board there. That's probably what's going to go in that spot. Right there. Okay, what time is it, guys? How we doing? How we doing on time? It's 4 o'clock. I am technically open now. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on my sign, and I'm going to sign off from the Old Humble Distilling Company. I can't turn on my sign because my power strip is over there with the computer. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off because I don't want to stream the public as they come in. I do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me, being a part of the show, being a part of the conversation. Top Shelf Dustin, with whom I have a bet. Bottle of Kentucky whiskey versus a bottle of my Boomtown bourbon, that Donald Trump will not be on the ballot for president. I'm standing by that. I am 100% convinced that he will not be on the ballot. They'd be insane to keep him on the ballot. Absolutely insane. So that's what we did today. Doesn't feel like a whole lot. It's a significant progress to looking at it from the visual aspect. Significant progress. Next time you see me, this wall will likely be finished, which means the entire inside portion of the tasting room, all four walls on the inside of the tasting room, will be done. The next thing will be my office, and then the long wall on the outside. So progress. The next thing I need to do after this is I'm going to start bottling up some special reserve, because I've got some bottles that need to get filled. But I really do appreciate you guys coming to join me on the show, being part of the conversation, being part of the build out, being part of the growth that the Old Humble Distilling Company is trying to secure. This tasting room is going to be a big blessing for the company over the course of the next several years. And I absolutely appreciate you guys joining me as we build it out. Cheers to all of you fine folks. And until next time, be awesome to each other. And I will continue to be the Old Humble Guy. Cheers and goodbye. This has been an award-winning production. Special thanks to our patrons and super fans, Mr. Jakes and William Hall. You too can be a patron and a super fan just by clicking the membership button for as little as $2 a month. You can be a super